In today's video, I want to keep it real because I want to talk about the dangers of social media on modern young women and upcoming youth. This is a Christian advice because I realize, especially women, if I can start with women, I'll be pointing out 5 things, in fact, in this video or in this topic that is bringing down youth due to social media, especially young women. Sometimes when I think of it, it hurts me. I've seen nice ladies, nice looking ladies struggling, putting themselves under pressure because of one thing only: social media. Which brings me to the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to beauty. Many women, in fact, they always put themselves down. They look at people from magazines, people from our phones, Facebook, Instagrams, and they feel like they are not beautiful enough. And while in reality, as a guy or as guys, we are not really looking onto that. Not necessarily saying that guys don't look at beauty. No, just try to get what I'm talking about here. Many women, they put themselves under pressure, thinking they are not beautiful. And because they are comparing themselves with people on social media, people who filtered their photos. Because even if you can look at today's videos or video cameras and all, they have the ability to beautify people. And you find a young beautiful lady, just because maybe she has some sort of pimples and all, she feels like she's not good looking enough, and it gives her depressions and all. She always puts herself down, although there are people who observe her as beautiful, but it is all a result of the social media. What we see on TV, what we see whenever we log into Facebook, Instagram, on WhatsApp, you feel like, no, you're not good looking enough. Look at their bodies, they're so wonderfully made and all. And as a result, you find some young ladies, they live under pressure because of one thing. And that is, in reality, always remember this, that is not the case. As guys, we do see women most of the time on social medias, on pictures, but we find that in real life, those people, those celebrities, they have those pimples, they have those blemishes. Always remember, when you observe someone on TV or on pictures, that is not the real person. So don't put yourself under pressure. Some, they are having makeups when they are acting on movies and all, and you'll think that those people are so perfect, are so good looking, they stand a better chance on getting the finest things in life, and that is not the truth. Most of them is not the case. Yes, few of them is the case, but don't put yourself under pressure. There is no perfection. Just from this moment, begin to observe and you'll see what I'm talking about. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is celebrity lifestyles. You look at celebrities via social media and you feel like their life is perfect. You see that they have money. You see them doing makeups and all, and you feel like that's what you need. That is how many young women, young ladies, begin to destroy their future, because they begin to observe those women with makeups, and now they also start to admire such a lifestyle, and as a result, it doesn't even end there. They begin feeling like, maybe I should get someone who's also rich, someone who can put me in an expensive or a fancy car and all those things. But at the end of the tunnel, all to find that there is nothing. And when they look back, now it's too late. Some, they end up being pregnant with someone who ends up not marrying them, and it decreases their chances of maybe scoring a nice guy who would have loved being in a serious committed relationship with them, or a marriage, and you find that maybe the only thing that maybe that's blowing their chance, not saying that some men don't marry people with kids, they do, but I'm just giving an example of how people begin to destroy their future because of deceptions, things which are not real, which appears to be real. There is no such thing. You see, on social media, of course, no one will want to put their pictures while they are sad, while they are going through struggles and all. Most of the people will show you the beauty, the beautiful thing that you want to see. So stop mimicking their lifestyles. And look, the expensive clothes that they're wearing, they're only wearing those clothes most of the time just because they want to take photos. They also want to show the world. There's no way they're going to be wearing their pajamas and all. You find that some of them now, when they're not taking videos, they're just as normal as you. No makeup, you find they have so much blemishes. They don't put on those clothes and all, but you yourself, every day, you are killing yourself, hustling for money in the wrong ways, with blessers and all, just so that you can afford to dress up like that every day, forgetting they're looking so good because now they're on camera. So be careful. Like, most women are very beautiful and all, but they don't realize. This can also bring me to the third thing, which is marriages or relationships. You see marriages or relationships of celebrities on social media. You see a man or a husband or a boyfriend is busy tying her shoelaces, fixing her shoes, her dress, and you feel like they are having a perfect relationship. But let me tell you something, that is not really the truth. Yes, it can happen, but the percentages are so small. That, can't you see, like, even when it comes to statistics all over the world, divorce rate is becoming too high, even with Christians. But now there you are, you're observing people, like, they seem like they're always happy, they're slaying their cup, and you start to aim for that, and you feel like, only if I can get them such a type of, and you already have a man who's treating you right, but now you are aiming that I want a man who's going to give me that man so that you can look like these people. Those people, they just won't tell you that people who are very good at keeping problems at themselves, and they won't post it on social media. They will only show you when they're standing with their wives or with their partners, and you're going to see that only. But behind doors, you don't know what's happening. I just forgot the name of this couple. I think they are celebrities or so. I heard that this appeared to be very happy. They had never heard them quarreling, but the world was so shocked when they heard that they had a divorce. Where was that coming from? It didn't start that day. Like, these problems or those problems, they had always been there, but they just decided to keep it aside. So people, this is the truth, nothing else. This is the absolute truth. There are so much problems behind us. You just might not know. We also have friends. We have families. We do see them going through deep stuff, but when they meet people outside, people be like, hey, wow, you're always happy, you're always this and that, things are going well. But they don't get those moments when people are going through struggles, when you are suffering from something and you manage to just conquer it behind doors. So those people, look at those people, they do go through things, a lot of stuff. So also when you have something, your relationship might be better than theirs, most likely. It's just that with them, they manage to show you what you want to see. So be careful. Don't lose the beautiful thing that you have just because you feel like your boyfriend should treat you like that those people you saw on TV, or your woman should act like this, should be dressed up like that women whom you saw on social media. Because you are forgetting that it's only the outside that you are seeing. Only if you could see also behind doors, then maybe you would have something to talk about, that it exists, it's real. But don't be deceived by what you see from the outside. Do not be. Which now will bring me to the fourth thing, like, which I want to talk about. I wrote it down. Okay, yeah. I have something here. Like the fourth thing here, it's I notice when women like or girls or young ladies, they are watching soapies and dramas, they end up maybe find that you are watching a certain soapy and you realize some women, they don't have problems sleeping around. Like, oh, now I must look good so that when he comes, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna deep down, like I realize slowly those things, even onto Christians, they end up deceiving people. You end up feeling like just sleeping around, it's okay. There is nothing wrong. This is how you satisfy a man. This is how you act. So people end up selling themselves short. I'll also come to guys, don't worry. So young women, they also look at that, like, oh, so and so is dating. So, and those soapies, those movies, they can deceive you. You can watch those things, people sleeping just like that and changing boyfriends like this and that, having divorce, and you feel like, there's nothing. That's how deceptive they get. It's just like swearing. You end up getting to a point that you feel like, I can just say this word, it's okay. Because you watch too much TV and you forget that in the real life, that's not how we observe. That's not how we see those people. And it never changes. But you'll be trying to mimic how they live. And at the long run, only to find out now people are looking at you somehow, and now you feel like the world is judging you. So remember, whatever you see on TV, social media, is not real. Do not forget yourself. Those people, they are just acting. Some of them, they don't even do those things. They are so careful. They don't just sleep around and all those things. Some of them find that they are deep Christians, but you've been observing how they're acting and you feel like, come on, I even saw this and that. Even when you say with these video games, I love video games, by the way, but I noticed how influential they can be. One guy, is it like, I forget this country, was it UK or Australia? I forget. I forgot. He was playing, he saw like when he was playing this other game called Grand Theft Auto, because there you can just kill anybody and get away with it and all that. It's like living a real life, get in a car, shoot people, run from the cops and all. This guy, I heard that he ended up shooting people in real life, and when they arrested him and asked him the thing, he was like, no, I saw when I'm in Grand Theft Auto, you can just kill people and nothing happens, just like that. So those things, they can easily influence you. You feel like, you can easily get away with it. The enemy is using these things to deceive the world. So be careful, don't forget yourself. And the final thing, lastly, I'll be talking about also when you look at young men or young people, youth, they get deceived. That's why now most people, they are smoking weed. They want to copy, for example, with hip hop. Because they'll be looking at the TV, they'll be seeing celebrities smoking weed, saying they are sleeping with different women, like, nah, I'm sleeping with, nah, I have many women, nah. And you end up feeling like that's how life is supposed to be. Drinking liquor till I'm out cold, and all those lyrics, they're easy to deceive. That's why you find that most young men here, not necessarily because they just chose those lives, it's because of what they watch. It's like it can take your mind without you noticing. Even us as Christians, we do notice once we start watching those things that, no, I feel like there's some interest in those things. Something that attracts you. It's just that when you're a Christian, next thing you'll be hearing a sermon, then you easily pull back. But how much more with someone who doesn't even pray, doesn't even read the Bible, doesn't even go to church? The moment those things, they pull you in deeper to the point, and now you'll be posting, smoking in social media, and you don't realize how bad you are looking on the outside. Yourself, you feel like it's okay, come on, I was just watching TV, I was just watching this series and all. They were smoking. So they were sleeping with 5 women one day, and you end up getting sick and all. Guys, be careful of social media. It's really dangerous. You won't know. Yes, you might hear me talking, thinking that is a normal thing. Just take time, sit down, and begin to think back. You will realize how social media has been influencing most of your decisions, or half of your decisions. You might find they were based on social media. You being too quick to anger, to get angry or beating up somebody or swearing or somebody because you watched something, you viewed certain status, you viewed a move where someone didn't care, or this other hip-hop guy who used to never care, and be like, yeah, I don't. Those things are dangerous. Now you can swear just because you've been watching so and so. You change your boyfriend just so and so in that movie. They easily dumped their boyfriend or her husband, they made a divorce and all that because, come on, it's okay, that's so and so. Like, yeah, you don't have to beg a man. I don't depend on him. You forget yourself. I don't care about women. I can always hang, and you end up sleeping and some women, and then you get sick or you get demonically possessed or whatsoever. Be careful of social media. It's very dangerous. It's eating us slowly, but surely it's like it's getting too far, and even to pull out it becomes difficult. This is what I had for you today. Be free to comment. We can talk about this further and further. Be free to discuss. Don't get angry or anything. Let's just discuss this if you want to talk more. As for me, Ishmael, I'll see you next time. Remember to like my video, to subscribe to this channel, suggest more videos you would like me to watch. Follow me on Instagram, my details on screen. And as for me, Ishmael M, I'm even Ishmael M. That's my second name, by the way, but it's a topic for another day. But now, N is my surname, which stands for Ntam. So as for me, Ishmael N, I will see you next time. Remember to subscribe right now.